Timberlake.
Hey, this is Avril Lavigne. This is One from No Doubt.
And now, ladies and gentlemen,
You are now listening to Mercedes and MK on WFMU 94.1.
What's up?
What's good?
Oh, we on?
We on. We sound like we live, girl.
Yeah, my bad. What's up, y'all? It's me, Miss Mercedes, aka your kid's favorite teacher.
And I'm your girl, Twistmaster, from Wild Child's Hair Studio. And we are FunGirlz FriYay. And today, y'all, we got a special guest with us. We got our girl, Seaarra, Miss C, from Biking with Baddies. Say hey, girl.
Hey, how's it going? How's it doing? How you feeling?
It's going. It's feeling, girl.
I'm so proud to be here. Thank y'all for inviting me.
You're welcome, girl. You're welcome. We're glad to have you.
I'm ready
girl, this is the place to do it at, girl. This is it.
Yeah, we're all about spreading love, peace, and unity in communities and telling our stories and keeping the narrative because, you know, people are going to be like, oh, what's Biking with Baddies? And we want everybody
to know.
Exactly.
Who, where, and yeah.
Yeah, everyone has the image and the perception, but no one has the real meaning, the message behind the Baddies and what the club is about. So, yeah.
All right. We're going to have to let you shed light on that thing then, girl.
Yeah. So, we always start off just talking about what's good in the hood. So what's good in your hood right now?
Life is beautiful. I'm so grateful. Beautiful kids. I'm grateful for the beautiful weather right now.
Yes.
You know, I'm currently commuting my bike, so I'm riding my bike everywhere for the most part, and you know, it's been a beautiful thing. I'm grateful for movement, to move my body in all the different ways. So
yes,
health for sure.
Yes.
Yeah, I just moved back to the community and I live not too far, so I'm able to bike to work, and I love that because I was never able to bike to work before, but it makes a huge difference. I'm saving money because I'm not paying for gas, and I'm saving the environment for not polluting the air.
Yes.
And you putting the most part into your own
health and wellness.
Yes, you're investing in you. So yes, you know, I love that. And that was one reason why I decided to have Miss Seaarra to come in with us, because everybody know I am a fitness instructor. I'm a fitness coach. And one thing that we connected on when we met, it was like you had a good vibe about you. But also when I started following you on social media, we saw that we like to bike. And you started your program. And I was like, okay.
And I used to be like, come out here and ride
Come ride with me. Come ride
with me, auntie.
Come ride with me. So tell the people, who is Seaarra and what is Biking with Baddies?
So y'all, I go by C, S-E-A. People call me C because I'm just like the ocean. You know, I have my days where I'm very chaotic, and I have my days where I'm as calm as the breath coming in and out as you do these deep details. Yes, very much so. Yes. So Biking with Baddies, you know, Baddies stands for beautiful, authentic, divine, determined, intelligent, energetic sisters.
Okay.
I did not know that.
Acronym.
Say it again so people hear.
Say it slow.
Yes.
Say it slow.
What does Biking? She's about to tell us what Baddies stands for.
Baddies stands for beautiful, authentic, divine, determined, intelligent, energetic sisters.
Hey.
And it's a broad definition, a broad range, because if you consider yourself a baddie for so many different reasons, and Biking with Baddies is just like I'm biking with my sisters, I'm biking with all these beautiful women, all these intelligent women, and all of us is all authentic and unique, and we all have our individual talents and things that makes us so special here in the world. So we all just coming together collectively.
Me too, girl.
I did not know Baddies.
Because I just assumed, she is a baddie, y'all. But like, yes, you look good, you're fine, it's ever, and you got a pretty face. So I assumed it was just because you was a baddie, girl, but you are.
Yeah, so it's really about who you are in the inside, and just the looks on the outside and the inside, and making all of those things come together for a sound. So it's not just how you're showing up, but how you're showing up for yourself. Like, how are you really in tune with yourself? Are you in tune with nature? And I feel like part of connecting to the higher sources is just by being outside.
Yeah.
You can work out all day long, which is great. You know, all of those things is great. But when you go outside, it's something different. When you're connecting to nature, actually getting the downloads from the trees, from the universe. And you know how you having a bad day, your grandmas would be like, oh, whatever, go outside, take your ass outside. You know, you're doing too much. Go get some air. It's some real meaning behind that, because it really does do something for your system. And it's calming. And the next thing you know, you have so many ideas and so many things that have come to mind that might have been clouded before, but you done went outside and had a whole space of, you know,
and the elements does help you heal. The universe is good to us. It helps us to do what it is we need to do sometimes. So yeah, I know during COVID, I spent a lot of time outside, and it was real good. So that's good. You like to get outside, so I knew it was something. What is that me? What am I doing? I'm sorry, Miss Macy. So yeah, girl, kudos to you, girl, staying outside and staying active. I love that.
Yeah, so saying that really just made me think about the kids and how they're not really outside as much, but they're dealing with mental health issues.
That part.
So y'all get your kids outside.
Yes, absolutely. And now it's so crazy. I was just like, this has been a topic that's been on top of my mind for a while. And when I see my daughter and I see other kids, and just like when I see kids that I used to work in a juvenile detention center system, and then just, having family and things like that, a lot of kids are in front of the TV. They're not being stimulated as much. And a lot of kids don't know how to do a lot of things. So I was so like, y'all have actually been inspiring to me to see Rondo Double Dutch getting the kids outside.
And that's what we aim for. So thanks, girl, for acknowledging that.
I do not know how to double dutch, but I'm learning from y'all.
Yes.
But it's hard to see because she actually came and helped us with Rondo.
Yeah.
We pulled up for the kids at the school.
I plan on being there more often, and but seeing y'all doing that for the community inspired me to get the kids on bikes in the community. So next year I started a program called Bets on You, and Bets on You is a holistic health program that get kids in the outdoors on bikes. We go on hikes and we do walks.
I love it.
And there's gonna be like certain events for the kids. Rondo Double Dutch gonna be there, so pull up, y'all.
Yes, we will. You know we will.
Yeah. 5 Arts will be there.
Yes.
And I've really been linking with all of the community organizations in Ward 1 to like JK Movement, Black Youth Healing Arts Center, YWCA. If I missed you, I'm sorry, but we're really trying to get all the kids. Like, it's not even just about your organization. It's just making sure, like, hey, y'all got kids? Let's go.
Let's get them outside because they're getting older, and like they're so bright, and they was put here because they have a purpose. Everyone here has a purpose, and these kids they need to be stimulated. They need to have fun, like not just watch people on TV go outside and have fun, but y'all come outside, y'all have fun too.
Yes,
and start really thinking into like the cognitive development of these kids. So when they're having these behavior problems, for example, they can start to understand like, okay, I can just breathe when I'm having a meltdown. I can start to control my emotions because that's not only affecting myself, but it's affecting the people around me. And that's also affecting the decisions that I'm making. And it might be harmful to others. So what can I do differently?
Do the work, girl. Do the work, girl. Inspire. I love it.
I feel like, I don't know. And I feel like, I know everyone who rides bike can't be like the next president type of thing, but it really does help make you a better person and see a bigger perspective just because of all the time spent. So yeah, my plan is just to get the kids outside, get them moving. If they can't ride a bike, I could teach them how to ride a bike. I got some bikes that's going to be given away. So yeah,
getting outside it does. The outside, the elements, the beautiful trees. How can you have a bad day looking at these beautiful sceneries on those trails? I follow you on social media, and you do a real good job with flipping your camera, and you show how beautiful the trails are, the scenery, especially even now, how the trees are changing colors. So I love that, girl. Keep it going, girl.
We was outside riding. I said, taste it. Yep,
I love it.
My son Mara, when he was younger, he used to always hug trees. And I used to think he was crazy and weird, but that was before I was educated with like nature and how we're connected to nature. So now looking back, I'm like, dang, I wish he was still hugging trees. Because for the first like 3 years of his life, he was just hugging all trees, and I didn't understand it. But now I'm realizing too, like our youth, they know things we don't know because the society kind of starts to program your mind, and you start to lose who you truly are when you're like born into this world. So I've been really infatuated with just paying attention to the youth. Like the other night, my son Mir, we were watching a Michael Jackson video, and he started crying, was like, turn it off, I'm scared. And his dad was like, it's just Michael Jackson. And then I was like, no, turn it off, because he sees something we don't see, and his spirit is not messing with that for whatever reason. So I was
it
like,
Thriller?
Was it
No, I think it was bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
I
they
understand
do.
thriller is scary. That would have made sense, but
Mhm.
it wasn't nothing like I was confused a little bit. So I actually want to go back and just watch it
And
see
to
like
see what it was that
yeah.
triggered him.
But
Mhm.
Kids see shit that we do, spirits, like, and they see that demonic stuff. Even the first day, even the first day of school, y'all notice the first day of school, most kids don't want to go. They're like, this ain't for me. And they have such a hard time. They're like, why we gotta go here every
There's a
day?
lot of pressure on kids in school, and the
Yeah.
kids put a lot of pressure on their peers. So yeah, we got to stay in our kids' ears and keep them lifted and tell them how much they're loved. And that's what I think a lot of kids, they don't feel loved, and that's because hurt people. So you see how these kids go into the schools and they're just so angry and aggressive. But then you go home and you see why. They got some angry, aggressive people at home with them. So they're a product of their environment. But we have to do what? Lead with what? That's
love.
Mercedes' favorite.
Yes.
That's her favorite word. Yes, lead with love.
But you just said something that got me thinking. You said the kids ain't ready, like they don't want to go back to school. And that's because they were free all summer, playing outside, hopefully, but they have more freedom. And in school, you're contained in the building all day, so it's like your freedom's being taken away. So
you learn the best by just exploring. So like if you look at so some people don't put their kids in school until like 5th grade, stuff like that. But the kids who's been outside, not put in front of a pencil and paper, like, hey, I want you to learn how to write your name. I want you to learn your ABCs, like without even
craft, music, drumming.
Yeah, without doing that kind of stuff. And you put them in front of them arts and crafts, music and drumming, and just take them outside and just explore curiosity and just start doing things on their own. It's easier for them to learn other things. Next thing you know, they learn how to read, they learn how to
teach themselves.
And it's like different puzzles that they just putting together on their own. And then of course they're watching you and their environment. And they're exercising so many different parts of the brain, so other things come naturally when they pick up that pencil and they try and do 4 + 4 and things like that. It all comes easy if they have a chance to play. Kids learn better by playing and being active.
Playing fun. Yes, they do. They do. You're so right.
I want to give a shout out to my daycare provider, Miss Rosalind Smaller with Rosie's Little Lovies, because it's right around the block from my job. So whenever I'm flyering, I go down her block, right on Fuller in the Rondo community. And one day when I was flyering, the group of kids was outside. They had binoculars and they were bird watching. And it just melted my heart just knowing like my son is like
being exposed
in an environment, being exposed outside in nature and doing things that are creative and letting him use his mind. So I love that.
I love a place where you just let them roam free. Okay,
I like to be outside.
Some people they're not doing work and they're not doing this. They're also not in front of the TV. They're also outside in dirt. Like grounding themselves and breathing.
You're right. You're right. You're so right. Yeah. That's right. All right. Well, Seaarra, girl, we glad you came, girl. I love and appreciate and admire everything you're doing, girl. So keep it moving. And if it's ever anything we can do, we don't mind pulling up.
Yes, for sure. And I want to say too, Bike with Baddies, this whole thing came to fruition because I was a kid once. All of us were kids. That was so dumb for me to say.
You were.
But right. Why you wasn't born just like the way you was? I thought you just came down. But I feel that, for us adults, we had to work so quickly and go to work, go to school, and just take care of our responsibilities, especially if we had kids at a young age. I was one of those ones who had kids at a young age. So a lot of the things I like to do is put at a halt. So, I had to go to college, I had to do this, and I had to do that. But now I'm in a phase in my life where I don't really have to do much right now. And it's what are some things that brings me happiness, brings me joy?
So you're relearning yourself.
I'm relearning myself and
living those days that you didn't get to live being a young mom.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
And one of the things I used to do with my kids was always take them outside on bike rides. That was just something I used to do as a mom.
I love that.
And then when COVID happened, of course, I'm like, y'all, let's go on the bike ride. And they got tired of it. They was like, we don't want to go on the bike ride. again. So I said, well, I'm I'm gonna go by myself. See y'all. And I just started going by myself. And then a lot of people that's been coming on the group rides all share similar stories. Man, I ain't been on a bike since I was like 14, 15, you know, and like, man, like, and so when I hear stories like that, it really does like light me up, because I know they ain't finna be the last time they on that bike. I know they finna be like, I'm finna go get me a bike. Good. Like, I need to do this again.
I love that, just because it shows how life comes back full circle. Like, you just finding you being free and like your happiness and joyful and youthfulness through bike riding, and it led to you being an entrepreneur.
Right. And not even, and that wasn't even the goal. Like, when I started biking with Baddies, it was just because I wanted to be outside with some fly sisters like me. And I was actually working downtown at Gover and Marquis. Shout out to Marquis. Shout out to all the beautiful sisters. I was like, y'all, we finna ride bikes. You know, they was like, okay. So like, this space is created for them. This space is created for everyone who because I also feel like another reason why I called it Biking with Baddies is because a lot of people try to judge people that look like baddies. And I put that with air quotes.
This ain't the Zeus baddies.
Right. Because we talked about that a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. And they feel like, because like even within people in our own community, and I've been like kind of like I've been in environments where like if I ain't got my wig on, my hair on, or something like that, and I'm natural, I'm getting more love. But the moment I got this on, I'm getting looked at different from my own people. Like, you know, so it's like, if you use the term baddie, you know, if people start to look at you different, or feel insecure. Like, or feel like, you know, like intimidated. So, and it's like, it's so much more than to just looks, and I'm very expansive. Like, I can look this way, I can be this way, and all these different things. Down with the best and the worst. That's right. I love that. And still like hold all of that good shit with good stuff within good stuff within me. You know what I mean? And sometimes those, you know, so this space is for all those people who feel like they can't fit in, or even if they do fit in, you know, whatever the case might be, like, this space is
everybody.
For everybody. You know, show up with your nails, show up with no nails, show up with your weave, show up with your braids, however, like, just come on, it's just to like really showcase all the beautiful sisters here in Minnesota on bikes.
Whatever that looks like. That's what's up.
I'll pop up. Sometimes I get dressed, sometimes I don't. I'll get phone, but my shoes are always fly. I don't be care what I wear half the time, what my hair is done, but my shoes always be on point.
And that's the best way to make a statement, girl. Come on with the fly kicks.
So I'm like, this is gonna be Baddies, because people have their own narratives behind the words. So this is what we're gonna really ruffle some feathers.
Well, shout out to you,
and we just getting started. The wind is blowing, but I got a feeling like it's gonna
blow.
Explosive.
That's right. You stay down, it's gonna come up.
I love biking with Baddies. My first experience was when you invited Rondo Double Dutch to pull up, and we was over in Minneapolis, and it was dope. We went, which park were we in?
We was at North Mississippi Regional Park.
And they had a little water park. I had my kids, and I didn't know there was a little splash pad, so I just it was hot outside, so I let them go play anyways. And they're boys, so they're able to take their shirt off and stuff. But I was mad they were with me after, because I wanted to stay and ride, but I would have been doing too much with them. But, and the ride was nice too. And a lot of people don't know about these hidden gems, like right in our backyard. Hidden gem. I was like,
it's right over north.
Is a nice park.
Right? Right there. Yeah, it's right there.
And the group of women, I knew a few of them already. I was like, oh, it was a vibe.
Yeah, they were all welcoming and friendly. They saw us. They came over. Yeah. And a lot of them was like, oh my God, I haven't done this. Just like how you said, a lot of them haven't been on the bike all their life. And they was like, oh my God, this feels so fun. So that's good. We have almost the same mission. While you doing what you're doing, we over here doing what we doing, but it's still the same kind of focus, the same mission. So let's keep working, girl.
Yes, absolutely. For sure.
Because the people.
Because everybody's at different stages with their health, and now we have electric bikes, and a lot of her places that she does this, the biking with Baddies, they have the electric bikes there, so you won't
different levels.
So if you're able to go and then the bike
still be comfortable.
Yes, absolutely.
It'll be fun and enjoyable. So I just want people to know, like, don't think like, oh, I'm not
can't ride a bike.
I'm really tired. I don't want to be embarrassed. Like, no, pull up.
Absolutely. We got the Lime electric bikes, and they're very heavy and durable. So you will be comfortable in there. The heels won't
The
kill
big
you as
seats.
much.
They have the big
Yep.
seats. Yeah.
Big baskets. So it's a good time. And then for those who want to prefer to ride road bikes, sometimes I do have loaner bikes for those. And it's the end of the season, so we ain't really doing too much right now, but we'll be kicking back up like May, June, depending on how the weather is. And then before then, like I'll be doing some trainings early next year. So if anyone is like looking to learn how to do certain maneuvers on the road, as far as like learning how to be more safe, learning how to avoid accidents and ride your bike more safely.
That's what's up. I love that.
I'm
That's
able
what's
to do
up.
those
Yeah,
trainings.
because we want to be safe out there.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you are a superstar. Big Sean, superstar, who you are, resign. So we're going to let him play real quick.
Let's go. You want to talk a little bit about meeting with the people at the YWCA?
Yeah.
And talk about, because we had we met with them yesterday, and she's gonna be doing something with them in coaching the spin class there.
I was going to start that, but I was like, we should take a commercial break.
Yeah, that's cool.
And I want to share a bike story too.
Okay, I love it. I love
Yes, this is so nice. I was a little. I like how it sounds. I'm ready to go to the studio and rap.
I know it. It's Freestyle Friday. You want to get it in? You want to drop some bars?
No, I do not rap.
Okay.
But I can, I be playing around with like poetry.
You want to do a little spoken word or something?
Yeah.
I would love to. Today?
Yeah.
No, not today.
Pull something up. Pull something up.
Spoken into existence.
Yep, it's only right.
YOLO.
Yep. What my boys say, you live every day and you die once. You live every day and you die once, so we live it.
I'm trying to see if I got some on my phone.
I might have to go no shirt mode, and you blessed. I know crap flow ain't Kirk. No, you a superstar, just never go commercial. Right stroke, left stroke, that's the best stroke. Death stroke, going down your. You don't ever happen to people like me. You could be anywhere but you where you wanna be. Yeah, shooting star in the limelight. My sweet thing.
I ain't never heard this song, girl. You be knowing the music too. She low key be having the hits.
I was just thinking that, like, what's the
she
song?
Be playing them.
Like, who runs your social media? I feel like
me. That be me.
in like junior high and high school, I used to get off the bus, go home, get on the computer, and be on LimeWire. And I made CDs. I sold CDs.
All the kids used to be in my house tearing up my doggone computer because they'd be downloading them unhealthy
All right, we got to go back.
streams. Let's go.
What's up, y'all? We are back.
We back.
94.1 WFNU, Frogtown Radio, with the FunGirlz FriYay show.
It's the FunGirlz. Got your main FunGirlz. Got Miss Mercedes and the Twistmaster. What's up, y'all?
Your kids' favorite teachers.
Hey.
Yeah, so we have Seaarra with Biking with Baddies with us.
Hey.
And we was just talking about what inspired Biking with Baddies, what Baddies stands for, and oh, there we go. Yeah, I'm gonna tell a story. So when I was younger, my dad always he would always ride his bike. So as a kid, I always rode bikes. And yeah, for his birthday this year, I took him on a bike ride because that's what we did. And we used to like bike ride down University to Snelling, where Porky's was. And we used to watch the car show
on Friday night.
Yeah, and I remember being young one day, and we tried to go to that Burger King off of Farrington, and it was closed, so you could only go through the drive-through. And he used to have a buggy, so he would ride the bike, and I sit in the buggy in the back. And they wouldn't sell us no food. They're like, "You need a car."
Oh, that was petty.
Yeah,
but that's all right. Y'all went to Porky's and y'all ate, huh?
Yep.
I know he had a good
double
time.
bike, but yeah, shout out to my dad.
Hey.
Was he smiling the whole time?
We ended up going to McDonald's.
No, when y'all was biking.
Did it bring him joy? You could tell he was at peace.
Yeah, and he still loves bike riding.
That's
like,
what's up.
He'll be bike riding when I remember for his birthday, because he's been busy working, he was like really just happy. Like you could see he was free. Like that was the best gift I could have gave him because he hasn't been biking in a long time.
Yeah,
Okay, that's what's up.
That's gonna be a beautiful like core memory of his, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, as he gets older. I mean, and then just thinking back on the good times shared with you, especially if he had been off the bike and then just got back on the bike after the gift. Like, I know
You know
that.
what it is? Because I didn't really think about like how meaningful the biking was until you started sharing your story, and then I started thinking like, oh yeah, like my favorite bike experiences were with my dad.
Yep. I had a bike. So my granddad came down here, and I took him biking. We went and biked to Coon Rapids Dam, and we started off from Brooklyn Center over by the West River Parkway.
Wow, y'all rode all the way to Coon Rapids?
Yes,
That's what's up.
it was beautiful. It was about like 16 miles.
That's what's
It wasn't too bad, and I thought that was gonna be like.
Did you come back too?
Yes, but I thought it was gonna be bad for him. Girl,
he ate it up.
Yes, he was like.
Don't be sleep on the triple OGs, girl.
He was like,
he a 70s baby like me, ain't he?
Not my daddy, but my granddad.
Oh, okay.
So he was like
age on him.
Yeah, he's like late 60s.
Okay.
But he's skinny, you know.
Oh, he in shape.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up.
But he was like, you know, I used to do this all the time. He was like, I'm always biking.
Where you think you got it from?
Right. He was like, he had me cracking up. He was like, how he was like, man, I'll be biking for days. Like I'll be going here. I can probably roll like 100 miles a day, you know, stuff like that. Just like all the places he be going.
I love it.
So then he was like, you know, back in the day when they didn't have phones, he was like, your grandma be calling me, asking me where I'm at the whole time. I'm just on the bike.
I love it.
You need to get your butt in this house.
Yeah. We need to hear those stories because we be thinking that we just kind of grab some stuff out the air as a good habit or a hobby or something that we have, and whole time our people been doing this. So it was embedded in us and we ain't even know it. So it's good to connect with your elders, connect with the seniors, and hear them good stories. So that's what's up. I love it.
And now I think just about like that's a part of your story. Like biking has always been
in your life, and you ain't even know.
It was meant for you to do this, and a piece of it is your grandfather's legacy leading into this.
So you have to throw that in there too in your story when you tell your story, girl.
And I'm from a town called Hopkins Park, and Hopkins Park is the country. It's like 55 minutes south of Chicago. Dirt roads, hills, sand dunes. Yep, that's where I'm from. And we used to have to walk and bike everywhere. It was no buses, and if our mama, you know, like if she's going doing something, we want to hang out with friends, walking or biking was our transportation. Yeah, I used to walk miles, and I didn't even realize that's what I was doing.
It came so naturally.
It just naturally, like, because I think from our house to Martin Luther King Park had to been like maybe 10 miles. I feel like maybe 6 miles.
You did it with a breeze.
And just walked it. And so sometimes I wish I still lived in the country, because I feel like when you live in certain environments, you naturally are moving your body and doing things. And when you live in a city, you know, it's just so easy to get comfortable
with the what they call it, the luxuries of life. City life. So that's what's up. Me and all my friends in New Orleans, we either caught the bus or we walked. And a lot of reasons we walked because you had to go and pick up your friends in the different parts of the neighborhood. So we like, okay, we made our route. We're going to go pick up Stephanie. Stephanie lived 5 blocks up this way. Then we're going to pick up Steven. And we would walk, and then we would end up at the Superdome. That was like a meetup spot because there was different events that we used to go to. So I remember walking. And I also remember walking in some of the shoes that wasn't the best comfort. And never remember my feet hurting. I don't remember. And I think back like, girl, what did you used to walk in? Because now when I put on my walking shoes, I'm strategically playing in each shoe. Like, no, them ain't good walking shoes. No, them ain't that. So each shoe has its purpose. And when I was younger, I never thought about it. We just went. We just went and went. And I was like, okay, how did I make it? But we made it, and I'm here to tell about it. So I love it. Yes.
So how I didn't know you grew up like in the country, so now it got me thinking like because you said you miss living out in the country. How do you think what have you noticed with like just your mental health with like living in the city and how biking really helps heal you, and what is it that you're yearning and missing in the country?
I feel like that's one of the reasons why, like, if I'm like, I don't want to leave Minnesota. Like, this is where I'm at. If I move from Minnesota, like, I want to move to the country, but hopefully, like, in Minnesota or back to where I came from in Hopkins Park. But I think just the quietness. I like to hear like the animal sounds.
Oh, I love it.
Like, I don't miss this, but like we really lived in the dirty. Like, behind our house, we had our washing machine, and you know, the washing machine used to pour out, and all the water bugs used to be on the side of the washing machine. It was really big and black. It was like the water bugs, but we used to have like the sticky bugs. We used to like go and like play with the lightning bugs, and we'll take the like. I don't think the lightning bugs even look the same like how they used to look back in the day, because they used to have tails with a bulb on it, and we used to take the tails off and put it on our ears.
Yes, we did that too. Did y'all do that? You don't remember the lightning bugs? Yeah. So in New Orleans, I guess, because we was Southern, and we did have the lightning bugs. Even in Chicago, I remember the lightning bugs. Yeah. So yeah, that was cute. That was a thing that we did. Couldn't wait for nighttime.
Yes.
I'm gonna put me some earrings on. Nature
is just so much vibrant in the country where it's not, of course, like a lot of lights and things like that. The stars is popping out better.
The stars.
Yeah.
She got a good story about some stars too.
Yes. The water is healing, and I just, you know, when you on a bike, I usually don't bike in the inner city that much. I'm always biking to the suburbs, but like biking on the trails, going to far places, because on the trails you really immersed in forest bathing with the trees on the side. Maple Grove got a lot of nice trails with trees just like covering over you. Yeah. And so it just kind of brings me back to that place of calm, that place of just being safe, you know. And so biking just, you know, it allows me to escape and be safe and be free and kind of like release.
So the other day we went to the YWCA. Shout out to Ashley Booker. She's reviving it.
Yes,
YWCA
the director.
was definitely a vibe, a safe space for our community, the kids. And we had a tour, and I did not know how big it was. So I'm like, what? All this space. And so I'm really excited to just see what blooms out of there, and just connecting. And they have some great partnerships. We went to Dreaming in Color with Chantel Booker, and then you have a spin class, right?
I'll be here.
Yeah, tell us about that.
Yeah, so I hosted
Shout out Dalton.
Yes, Dalton for sure. He's
director of fitness over there,
getting it together. He reached out to me, told me they had like some classes available, like some studio space available, came and did the tour, the same thing. Had a pop-up class. It was a success, sold out.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Shout out.
First class.
I didn't invite her. When was that? When was that?
I feel like it was November 8th.
October.
Okay. Yeah. But it was nice, and we was all up in there.
You did it to the
singing
hip hop
and
music.
dancing.
You did
urban. All hip hop music.
I love it.
And it was the bomb. And riding stationary bikes ain't no joke.
I already know.
It's
not.
What's part 2? Because I'm trying to pull up.
So we need to do it. Can you get back in there and do it again?
Yep. So 2025, there'll be more consistent classes on a rolling basis weekly.
I think you need to do a pop up.
So that's in my neighborhood. I'm gonna be there.
Yeah.
I wonder if we should do like a little crawl. We could do double dutch and biking for Thanksgiving weekend. I wonder. We're gonna talk about that. That'll be cute. So we could do some double dutch and then do a partnership with some Seaarra spin class. I think that'll be dope.
Yeah, and then
Seaarra be on your playlist, huh?
Yes, I used to dance like her back in the day.
Rock it, don't stop it. I love it.
Everybody
get on the floor. Yes.
But yeah, so next in 2025 with the spin classes, after the spin class ends, there'll always be a yoga session led by Chantel Booker. So after we spin, there'll be some yin yoga.
I love it. Yeah.
And I love just everybody unifying and working collaboratively together, because that's black magic.
Yes, and I love to see that too. I'm like, it's so many people out here doing great things, but there's so many people that need these different things. You don't know which community environment resonates with for one person the most. So the fact that these people have different options to like choose, the fact that we are all celebrating one another, uplifting one another, it's more things, it's more people, more money to go around than what we think. Like it's here. So
in teaching, because I'm sure some people are like, oh, I just want to come to biking, but now they're like, oh, like now I'm learning to meditate and just heal my body and through yoga afterwards.
And I make sure we do that on the bike ride. So every bike ride that I do, we have a moment where we stop and we do grounding. Yeah, so we stop and I have them just like kind of slow down their heart rates, listen to nature, lead them in some breathing exercises, and then we keep going. And I kind of like, lately I've been like showcasing that I do that, but a lot of times when they come on a ride, they're like, oh, I didn't even know we was going to do that. And it was like, that's the bomb. That's
surprise.
Beautiful. Right.
Yeah, that's good. I like that.
Yeah. And each each ride is different for the most part, or especially like if I do different events. So next year I'm going to be more clear about that and like be more detailed as to like what's going on, because I want to have rides that's like y'all want to come outside and like and listen to some hip hop music and like have a good time, you know, whatever the case might be. This is the vibe for that. Y'all want to come out and have more relaxation and peaceful,
jazz,
like, you know, we got
Sade or something.
Y'all want a family ride, bringing kids, you ain't got a babysitter. This is the vibes for that, you know. So
you know,
covering different things.
We're on the radio, but N-word in nature. Okay, so she had the
melanin affirmation deck. Lady,
y'all should connect.
Yeah,
I wanted to. They're doing some dope stuff. I just seen her at this training right before here, and I'm like, let's connect. But
we supposed to be next year for sure.
This summer thing called N-word in nature. It wasn't N-word, you know, but it was dope. They were just going out in the nature. Just a bunch of black people.
I love it.
Yes, it was.
I love it. We got to connect with her.
She's dope too.
Yeah.
Is she on Instagram? Let me follow her.
She so we got an event happening. It was gonna happen this year if we didn't get it going this year, but next year y'all gonna see something, a collab between us.
So whenever y'all need space, hit me up and we'll figure something out.
You at where?
It's an art center.
in Rondo.
Okay.
It's an art center right over here.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got a performing theater space, and
nice.
Yeah, we just trying to get our people in the door.
Yes.
And it was a 15-year community dream. So 15 years ago, Model Cities was built and was going to turn it into a parking lot. And the community members in Rondo Fogtown were like, no, this area is gentrifying. We want to keep this 100-year-old building and turn it into an art center. And it started off as Victoria Theater Art Center. But now we finally had enough money to renovate it. It took 15 years, but it was for real a community dream. So I want to make sure our community members' dreams come true with them.
Yes, that's beautiful. I would love to collab and do something there. We can do like even something with the kids and have them do like a paint party, like with the different canvases and stuff like that. Like do a bike ride, go there, paint and stuff. After the paint, now we all outside playing double dutch, having fun, eating hot dogs, chips.
Yep, I love it. Yep.
That was a seed that was planted. That's gonna grow.
And we got to get some more love over there at the YWCA too. We got to really get together and figure out something, because that place is too dope for it not to be able to be utilized like it should.
The families need to be in there.
I couldn't believe how much space was in there.
So they have a transitional housing program, and it's for people on MFib and like, you know, coming from different backgrounds and things like that. All of them should have a free membership, you know, in that situation, or at least a heavily discounted one, and come up there and utilize that gym.
That's whole space.
There's like housing, like not like on Lexington, right in front of the Oxford Community Center. Like, you know, that's not too far from the Y.
It's coming.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
So yeah, it's a lot of good families. Crazy story. I used to be on that program. So I was on the transitional housing. I was working with a caseworker up there. I lived right in front of Oxford Community Center and stuff like that. So I have like my own experience from there, which was great.
And you can help them out from a different place too, because the connection is different. And you can let them know that, hey, you ain't got to be stuck in this. you can be something outside of this. So that's good. That's good.
Yeah, that's one of the goals, is to like kind of talk to young moms or moms who just like either on addictions or who feel like because they got kids, like, you know, damn, you know, this is all I got to do now or whatever. It's just like, no, you still have that spark up in you where you can
pull it out.
Yes, absolutely.
And you could come from up underneath it. Yep.
Yeah, I'm also a product from teenage parents. My mom was 15 when she had me, and when she went to Central High School, I used to ride the bus, and they had a daycare there. So I've been going to school since I was born.
Before you was born. Yes, I love it.
So I have just a special place in my heart too, just for single moms, because I was raised by one. But just knowing my mom's journey too. So yeah, tell your story. It's powerful, and these young girls need to hear it, because there's plenty of people who are in similar situations, and they just need to hear and see like the possibilities. Because, you know, when you're in that moment, you may feel lost or stuck, or like, you know, like, oh, is this life? You
be thinking you're hopeless.
Once you see somebody who came from where you came from,
it's inspiring. Yeah, and we need to inspire and uplift more.
Yes, so, absolutely.
Yeah, we got to get in that program. We got to get over there.
We're all connected. Like we all need each other for a reason. We all share similar stories. We might not have the same story. You know, my trauma or, you know, my healing is completely different from yours, but we could resonate on certain things, and we can get some things going to where, you know, we can help build each other up or learn from one another, and do what we need to do for ourselves and so our kids can grow up and have a better experience.
Yes. Yes. Stop those curses. Create some healthy memories and some healthy times. So we need that.
So, you know, I'm a mom of 4 boys, and you have a teenage son, right?
Yes, and a teenage daughter. My son is 15. My daughter's 17.
Okay,
so let's be 18.
Talk about parenting with these teenagers. What's it like?
It is parenting as a young mom was easy for me. I say easy in terms of like it was fun. I wasn't able to like do all the things that I wanted to do, but, you know, like those was like my little best friends, you know. So like we did everything together.
You kind of grew up with them.
Yeah,
too.
We grew up together, and I was like doing really, really well. Like I don't know, like I worked a lot, but then I went to school. I went to MCTC, then I went to Metro State. I had a great job. I had a car, I had a townhouse. Like they lived pretty well. Like they couldn't complain. They was pretty good kids, you know. So like I wanted to do more for them because they was good kids, and I felt so blessed compared to other kids that I was seeing around.
I love that, but it also shows the power in your energy and your perspective. Like you didn't look at yourself down like, oh, I'm a young teenage mom, and like
life is over.
Like, hey, he's my best friend.
I had no choice.
That's a lesson that I'm trying to teach more of our youth, or just people in general, because so many people have been consumed with only seeing negative, but there's always a positive to every negative. So it's like, choose the lens that you want to live and see your life through.
Right, exactly.
You're happy.
Yeah.
That's what life's about.
Yeah, but they got older, and then they decided they wanted to live with their dad. Their dad got way more kids than me. They have a lot more fun on their dad's side.
It's always a vibe.
That's my
always a vibe,
Everybody
you know.
wants to come to my house, because that's where all the kids are.
So like, Mom, you know, we'll come see you in the summer. We finna live with Dad. I want to be with the boys. I want to be with my sister. I'm like, all right. And they all around
back in Illinois?
Indiana. They live in Indiana now. Their dad been living there for about 4 years now.
Okay. What city?
The country,
Indianapolis.
Indianapolis?
Ain't that the country?
No, Indianapolis,
so I live in Illinois.
Not the country.
Yeah, they all lived in Hopkins Park, Kankakee. But they moved to Indianapolis after he got married. And so yeah, they've been there for a while. They just come visit me during the summer now. Sometimes my daughter comes back and forth. I wish you know, when they get older, you know, I hope that like they live close by me so I can like be there to support them when they need. You know, so especially if they have kids, I want to be in my grandkids' life. I could be a grandma like any day now.
Yep, you could.
Yeah. I know, you know.
And that's crazy because I was having that little scary thought too. One of my grandbabies just made 15, and I was like, I could be a great grandma if we ain't careful. That's insane,
yes.
right? So yeah, but we're gonna keep her lifted, and she should be good.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I started all over with my little one. So I got Macy.
Mhm.
Macy is 5. She'll be 6 in December.
Okay.
And
December what?
She's a
Hey,
Capricorn.
I'm a Capricorn too.
Very, very beautiful, very smart, strong-willed, self-motivated, like self-going. And
yeah, you know the Capricorns, they special. That's the only sign that ends the year. You cap off the year, and then you cap on the year. So you put the cap on, and then you take the cap off, because you start the year and you end the year.
I never thought about that.
And y'all what?
We the goats.
Oh, you're a Capricorn? Okay, period.
Oh, and it is a goat, ain't it? Oh,
I love Capricorns. Capricorn is my moon sign.
She's a Capricorn.
What are you?
I'm a Libra.
Okay.
So Libra.
Libras and
The
Capricorn.
scale, that scale.
So they say, like, when I'm like, if I'm in a dark place, if I'm like trying to like spark up ideas and things like that, I need to lean more into my Capricorn side.
Okay.
So my Capricorn is my moon. That's where I like get power, ground myself, figure some things out.
Our planet is Saturn.
I got Saturn on my finger.
Yeah.
I got Saturn somewhere. Yep. Ain't that Saturn?
Yep.
Yep.
With the ring.
Yeah. Yep. And then the little ones around it. Yeah. I'm into the moons and the stars. I love how the universe has a way of lining you up with the right people at the right time. And that was how me and Mercedes connected. Me and you too. So yeah, I love the universe. Oh, you got to tell her your story about how you went and experienced to see the moons and the stars on your little trip early this year. But that was in the summer, in July.
Oh yeah. So my mom, we're part of the YMCA, but they have the STEPS program. So like for BIPOC families, you can go up north. We went to Camp Northern Lights, and it's about 3.5 hours away. But yeah, when you go outside, it was nothing but stars. But when I looked out there, I couldn't stop staring at the stars. I felt like energy and just power coming onto me, and
it was charging you up, girl.
Yeah, I for real felt like I was being charged up, and I'm always anticipating going back.
And what's the difference of being in the country and seeing the stars and the moon?
You can see the stars, and
because there's no city lights, right?
Yeah, it's
that
beautiful.
You can never
like
see.
The sky is for real, just lit up, like, and it's fascinating.
Where did you go?
Camp Northern Lights.
Okay.
Yeah, people, y'all look up YMCA Camp Northern Lights. You can get a nice cabin, big cabin for $50 if you qualify. Pretty much anybody qualifies. Just say, say, like, I need assistance, and they give it to you.
That's
but yeah, it's beautiful. They provide like canoes, paddle boat, everything. There's swimming.
Yeah,
it's a vibe. And then they have classes too. So then, whatever age group, like your daughter, she can go with the kids her age, and like they taught my kids how to make a fire. They made s'mores, and it's like for 3 hours you get a break and can do you, and then you come back, and it's just beautiful. Kids. Yeah, I go with my mom and my family every year now.
What is this, like September or?
They actually have a winter one. My mom wants me to go. It's December 15th to the 17th. I don't know, because I'm like, I ain't gonna be outside in the winter. She's like, we can go skiing and snowshoeing. And I'm like, but I kind of want to go now just to have that mental break and disconnect from the fast life.
Yeah. Do they provide the transportation too?
No, you gotta get yourself there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
and then
cool.
They have an option where they have like a cafeteria where you'll pay and then you can get their food, or otherwise your cabin has everything you need. So
microwave and refrigerator. Okay.
Nice. That sounds beautiful.
Yeah.
I love camping. I really love going up to Beaver Bay. Beaver Bay is like Beaver Bay. It's right next to like all the beautiful hiking places, like Tetaguchi, and there's some other ones out too. It's like close by Duluth, it's right there, 2 harbors. And it's beautiful. The shore is beautiful.
I don't know none of these places.
Yeah, it's amazing. But you know what? At nighttime when I was there, I feel like it was pretty cloudy. There was not many stars in the sky. But just seeing the big shoreline was great. I slept outside on the balcony.
Oh, good for you.
That was good. They was like, where's Seaarra at? Outside sleeping on the porch.
I love it. Yeah, that's me. I'll be outside. If I could be outside when the weather is permissible, I would stay outside. I love it outside.
That is true.
I do. And everybody know it.
I have a porch. porch, like a little patio in front of my house. I love just sitting there and just, that's my thinking spot. I'll sit there, and a lot of things that I do on the community came from me sitting there.
Mm-hmm. Come on, talk about it.
Mm-hmm. You was out there just meditating and letting it just come to fruition. I love it. I love it. And she called me with good ideas and good plans too. So keep them coming, girl. And we bounce ideas off each other all the time too.
So how did y'all two meet and come? How did Rondo Double Dutch come to fruition?
Okay, so we met. Mercedes had her first Double Dutch event. It was at the park over there, right across the street from house at Central Village. Shout out Central Village Park. She hosted that event. Roz gave me the flyer. I don't even know if you know that. Roz gave me the flyer. It was like maybe a week before, right? And I just kept looking at this flyer. I was like, oh, this is what I've been wanting to do, but just didn't know how to execute it. So since she already had the event, I was just sending out to all my people. And a lot of people showed up, a lot of people didn't. But we got out there and we jumped and we had a good time. And she had hosted another one. And it was even better.
I didn't know how to double dutch.
Yeah.
Just like you was just like, man, we need to get these kids outside. I throw events. So I was trying to create an event that got the kids moving, because I'm like, we're in a spiritual warfare with the evolution of technology. And I wanted to do something where they were moving their bodies, but like double dutch, you need to use your mind to jump in the ropes and move your feet. So that's where that came from. And then the event came, and then people just kept asking me for more. And people thought I could double dutch. So they're hitting me up like, hey, can you come here? We'll pay you. And I'm like, and then I had a list of everybody that participated, and her number was on there. So I'm like, hey, will you come jump? I'll pay you. And then, that kind of led to us connecting more, because people kept hitting us up. Then this school, or this organization that had a whole bunch of schools, it was like a Black Mental Health Day. We taught a whole bunch of kids from different high schools in Hennepin County, and it was a vibe. So then afterwards, she was like, Mercedes, she was like, I love your vision. She was like, we need to keep doing this. She was like, let's do hump day, jump day. Let's just start jumping. And I was like, all right. And I was like, I don't know how to jump. Like, I felt goofy running like a double dutch program.
All right.
I don't even know how to jump. And she was like, I got you. She was like, you just take care of everything else, and I'll do the double dutch part. So I was like, all right. And then the rest was history. Now I can double dutch.
That's love.
Well, you can jump, girl.
She's a co-teacher that I learned how to teach people.
Yes.
Like, I actually taught people how to double dutch. We even got it on camera. We taught Jakar Holman on election day at 825 Hertz.
Come on. That's love. Talk about meeting people. And
iron sharpens iron.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Meeting people that know, that sees the vision, and y'all automatically just like
make it
even more.
One. Yeah, we made it great.
And you need people like that on your team.
And I like to, I never stop moving, and she don't either. So we're like on the same wavelength of just like go. And we love to be creative and come up with ideas.
I be shooting her ideas at like 1 a.m. She was like, why are you woke? I'm like, why are you woke? Like, we're up thinking.
I just thought about this.
Yep, I thought about this.
I was asleep, but I wake up at like 3 a.m. every day. And my mind is like thinking of ideas, or thinking like, if say I was speaking somewhere, I'll think like, why didn't I say this? Why didn't I do this?
Yeah.
But
that's what makes you better though. That's good.
I learned too that 3 a.m, between like 3 and 5 a.m, that's when your ancestors send you messages.
Really?
So I learned when I get up to write whatever I'm thinking about. And it's crazy, because some of my best ideas or things that for real like manifested out into the world
come to you in the wee hours of the night. I love it. I love it. I love it, because that lets me know my reasons for thinking like I'm thinking, because I do go to sleep, but no matter what, I'm usually up around 4 or 5 o'clock every morning, and I'm thinking like whatever went on that day. I'm like, okay, we can do this. How can we make ourselves better? What can we do next time to do this? So thank you, girl, for enlightening me on that. I needed that. So I love it.
Yeah. So we have about a couple minutes left, and we always end with love is power. So we just want to show some love. So who do you want to show some love to?
Whoever you.
I want to show some love
to our guest, girl.
Just to y'all for sure.
Aww.
You know, Thank y'all so much for having me on here.
You're
Y'all are so
welcome.
supportive. I really rock with y'all.
We mess with who we mess with, girl.
Yes.
And I know love is power. So
Yeah.
that's all
We
I
feel
do.
the love from you, and we want to give it back.
Yes, I appreciate that so much. So, and I'm just showing.
And I want to apologize because it's Friday, and I always give people flowers on Friday, and I don't have a flower for you. I'm so salty right now. Yeah.
That's all right. We had a lot going on. We've been
affirmations.
busy, girl.
Yeah.
We've been busy.
And I just left the training before I came here.
And you just got back from Madison. She was out of town. You just got back. Milwaukee or Madison?
Oh, Madison.
Yeah. So, yeah. So,
y'all affirming me and uplifting and speaking the good on Biking with Baddies is giving me my flowers. So I appreciate that.
Good.
And again, just love to all the community, all the people that rock with Biking with Baddies, that show up, and I'm very appreciative because without community, it's nothing.
You're right.
My training today was all about just community and how community is healing. There was a woman because they asked how do you communicate when you need a break? And a lot of people don't communicate that they need a break.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, how can you even help yourself or let people know you need help if you don't even express it?
Yeah, so people don't know that what they need when they need it because they're a little bit emotionally immature. So you have to grow emotionally.
Not only that, but I feel like because this was community leaders. And when you're leading, whether it's with your family, your friends, your workplace, in the community, you're used to being that healer for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, who
heals me?
You.
Right.
Yeah.
So we have to take that back.
Teaching us as community or just leaders, you're a person too.
Yeah.
You need love, and healers need love.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I'm currently working on. I feel like back in the day it was so easy for me to do things and finish things, and and so I'm learning now to give myself grace and stop comparing myself to the old past, and actually taking a few things from different versions of my life that really had a big impact and molding it into the version that I want to be, and just shaping myself, and growing that way. So yeah, definitely need to get on my own discipline, working out, things like that, because I can't show up for others, and
if you ain't right for yourself,
if I,
it starts at home.
I could be happy all day and saying all the right things all day, but people want to look at you too and feel that same thing and see that you're also putting in the work. So that's what I plan to do the rest of this winter: put in the work, get my things together.
That's where I'm at. That's why I be going to the gym with Twist. Everybody's scared.
Yeah, they scary.
F-45, that look like the military. You trying to go to the army.
I'm like, all right.
Yep, let's go.
It do look like a great place though.
I'm still sore from 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Where is this gym located?
We over south at F-45.
Okay.
Yeah, so you got to come join us.
Yeah, I'm thinking about joining Los Compas. It's right around the corner from my house, so I have no excuse why I can't get there. If it's,
we're gonna be at the YWCA because I'm trying to get her to do
we finna make our own little community right at the Y. We finna make it happen. Come on,
I'm there.
You too.
I'm there.
You're gonna be part of it.
No, I'm gonna be in the gym working out, listening to y'all.
Okay.
I'm gonna be part of the attendees.
Yeah. Well, we thank you for joining us, Seaarra, Miss C. We thank you. We want to wish you the best in all your future endeavors. You got our numbers. You got me on speed dial. You got us on social media. You know where to find us. Whenever you need us to pull up, we there. We're very supportive. We love your movement. Keep it going. And that's why you're here. We want to invite you because we are the FunGirlz, and you are a fun girl.
Yes, come on.
Yes.
Thanks, y'all.
You're welcome, Mama. Any last things you want to say to anybody?
No, just
shout out to people.
Just thank y'all. Shout out to my girl Lenora. Shout out to my girl Lenora, my best friend.
Okay.
She's one of the reasons why I keep going too, and we just kind of feel into each other like that in our different ventures that we're doing.
Good.
I'm so grateful for beautiful friendships, stability, and all those things. So yeah.
Well, we'll catch y'all next week.
That's it for us, y'all. Have a good weekend. Peace.